Welcome back to Income Trading 101. Today we're going to take a look at Amazon stock. Amazon obviously had some big news last week with the stepping down of Jeff Bezos and the promotion of the previous head of the AWS, the Amazon Web Services division, moving to be the head of all of Amazon. So, I'm using TradingView as my software, and I like it. One of the things I like is I can take a quick glance at earnings, kind of get a sense of, are they beating earnings consistently, by how much? And, Amazon, this is the first time I've looked at their earnings. The last 3 quarters, they outperformed. So in, July, look at that. In July, July 30th, the the estimate was $1.48, and they ended up reporting $10.30. That's just wild. Estimate 741, they reported 12.37 per share. I mean, that's not a small thing for a company of this size. This is quite a huge company. So let's just take a look at Amazon, and we're going to go ahead and first thing I'm going to do, just so I don't go off on, so fundamental analysis tends to include things like earnings, dividends, factors that are going to actually force us to or allow us to analyze the company itself, CEO, management changes. But we're going to focus on technical analysis. So let me go ahead and get rid of that volume down below. And I'm going to do what I do each time, which is just pull the stock out, get as much. And it looks like with my plan, I'm not able to go much further back than 2010. But that's fine because Amazon was, strong back then, but not like it is today. Today, this stock is just a beast. I mean, just a consistent grind, higher, 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 pull back in late, 18, and higher, 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 pull back in, let's see, did it even pull? It did pull back a little bit from May to February, and then it just shot through the roof, probably because people got things like stimulus checks and whatnot, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. We're going to do what we always do, which is start off with some moving averages just to get a sense of where this stock is relative to where it has been most recently. I think moving averages are one of the best tools to do that. By now, you guys know I like the 10-day, the 20, and the 30. I'm going to make my 10-day a green signal because that's my buy signal. That's my short term. Next up, my mid-range, I'm going to make it my sell signal. So we'll color it red, and that's going to be my 20-day. And then I'm going to leave this one as yellow, but I want my final one to be more of a 3-month. So I get a little bit of a longer view. Not too long, but a longer view of where the stock has been. And this is really interesting, 2019. So this chart right now goes back to, what would that be? Mid-July of 2018. So we had some interplay going on with regards to price dancing around this 60-day. And then we pushed off of that pretty significantly in 2020. I mean, everyone knows that, or most people know that the COVID outbreak was actually very positive for Amazon, and we see that in this price back in April and how it just continued to climb. And you can see that there is a crossover between the 10-day and the green and the red, the 10-day and the 20. And once both of those would have been higher than the 60-day, to me, that's a strong signal to buy. Now, I might have gotten chopped up here when it actually crossed back through the 10-day, but that's okay because if I hop back in later on, you could still find some a nice long pattern. to participate in. Let's switch up the time frame just to get a better sense. So we're going to switch it first off to the 1 month, and obviously, given, and this goes all the way back to 1998. I mean, this has been a great portfolio stock. When I say portfolio, I mean a stock that you would leave there and not just trade, but you would leave to capture this kind of growth. Now I might be willing to sell, but there is a long time where you just wouldn't sell this thing. Let's take it down to the 1 hour. And the 1 hour chart is going to be it's not the ultra short term, but it is a short term view of this stock. So, let's say you're day trading and you're looking to, trade this gap, that sort of thing. It becomes more relevant. And what's interesting is in this shorter time frame, the 60 period is actually a bit closer, a bit tighter than I would have expected. That's really interesting. But when you're trading short term, you have to expect a lot more choppiness, meaning sell signals, buy signals, sell signals, buy signals. Let's take it down another level to the 30-minute. Yep. I mean, no real surprises here. You certainly could create an entire trading strategy around just using multiple time settings for the moving averages. And I think you could probably make good money doing that. But always be aware of, the faults of your signals, right? So moving averages are lagging indicators. And my biggest complaint against charting software rather, is that the moving averages will correct themselves with new data. Meaning what you see today, especially in the near term, all it takes is a period or two to pop in and completely change the slope of that moving average. And you'll sit and look and wonder when you're going back over your trades, you'll wonder, why did I buy that? Why did I sell that? And what it comes down to is the fact that if you're not tracking the moving averages yourself, then you are sort of you're going to be victim to those sorts of slope corrections by the brokerages, or by the charting software. So let's pull this back out to the 1 day. And we're going to, I'm just going to add my MACD indicator on top of this. I like the MACD, as you guys probably know by now. We're just going to look and see how that's doing on the 1 day time frame. So we are getting quite a bit of movement above and below the zero line and even around it. So right now it's looking like it's more in that around, above, below situation of the zero line. That doesn't surprise me given the slight channel that this market is trading in right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of this actually. And we're going to just draw. We're going to draw some pretty lines. Sometimes it's just helpful to get a good visual of what's going on. So there was a period where we had an upward trend going on in Amazon. And that lasted really right until there. You had this nice little channel. And now we have another channel kind of happening here. All right. We'll see if that means that this market is going to be heading higher. I think it could. The question as well is when, right? And I've gotten some direct questions from people about, price targets and whatnot. And I'm a little hesitant for different reasons to give that sort of thing on this channel, but just take a look at the analysis yourself or get to know, understand technical analysis a little better, and you'll start to see the kind of things that I'm looking for. So the bottom of this channel is roughly 31.69. Top of this channel, 34.45. So, this thing could go back and forth and still be grinding higher, right? The last thing I'm going to do on this particular chart, I'm going to get rid of those. So we're going to take a look at a little Fibonacci analysis on this one itty bitty move back, just to get a better sense of what happened on this pullback. So let's see. Not there, it's right here. Just gonna go, nope, not the times, not the circles, nope, just Fibonacci retracement. We're going to go from here down. Oh, actually, we're gonna bring that over just like that. Here's what I'm really looking at, is from this top to bottom, this move actually almost, I'm surprised it didn't hit 100%, but it just couldn't catch enough. It couldn't catch enough steam. So we came on off, did another little bit, and now we've just been grinding higher. That's really interesting. In fact, right now we are right around that 78.6% area in Amazon. 78.6% retracement of the last move. And I'm not saying just yet that that is a point of interest. It's only interesting because of the retracement level. We're not seeing, when I look at that price range, I don't see a whole lot. I mean, there was some support. It played support a little bit in late August. But aside from that, you maybe even in October of 2020, that area was able to play resistance. So, but I'm not convinced that it's going to be resistance this time. And if it blows through, we definitely will expect it to become support. Looking for other, I'm going to draw a line. I'm looking for other areas that could be, levels of interest. So I'm just going to get us a straight line, ideally straight, maybe straight. We can just take it from area to area, top of these to top, just to get a sense of where strength, support, resistance lies in this market. And this is actually interesting because, we saw it play this blue line, meaning the, what is that? 3244, 3,244. We see it in late July be resistance. Again, late July resistance. Resistance on the 1st of October. We blew through it a couple times. Blew through it again, and now resistance, resistance. Blew through it, came back, and we'll see if it's going to even be support for this upward move. So I like, as you guys probably are aware, I like technical analysis only because it gives you that visual that you want. I mean, so many people are watching the market all day anyway that you might as well find tools that will give you a little more insight into where the stock has been and where it might be going. So thank you guys so much for watching these videos. That's it for me today. Looks like Amazon's just going to keep grinding higher and higher. I mean, it's had one amazing run as a company and as a stock. So we'll see if they can continue as the CEO steps down and makes room for the new guy, the new sheriff in town. So thank you for watching. Hey, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much who have already subscribed. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And as usual, happy trading. Take care.